Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it is time for round 18 of our career mode. It is time for the Malaysian GP. It is the Sepang International Circuit. Steel yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I think this one is going to be a tough one. So here we go then, starting from the back of the grid with power setting 1, quite the trend now for our career mode videos. We'll wait for the red lights to disappear, and away we go. 5-lap sprint for the cash here in Sepang. Now, of course, with power setting 1, we are struggling to get off the line as Franco Morbidelli. Oh, I got absolutely suckered in to going towards the Yamaha man there. Goodness me, talk about a tank slapper, wobbling his way into the first corner as Fabio Quartararo, his teammate, is up to 3rd place. Brilliant performance from Quartararo as we now go into turn number 3. This is the right hand, a very difficult corner to get right here as we go into the right hand, excuse me, turn 4 rather. Of course, the flip-flop section at the beginning adds up those corners, but now onto the left-hand side. I must confess, Sepang is a circuit that I'm not all that fond of, and I'm not all that good at either. So to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure how well this is going to go. I've not done any practice here today. I've not even touched MotoGP 23 before starting to record this video here today, as we now move on through on Marco Bezzecchi from 22nd to 3rd in about 9 corners. What an effort so far as we try to go the long way around. Oh, Fabio Quartararo didn't work out there, but we might have that inside apex. Sadly not, as Luca Marini has fumbled it. Bit of a mistake coming in from the VR46 Ducati man as Quartararo fancies a lunge. I tell you what, where's this come from Fabio? Doing better every single race as we're going really hot there to the left-hand side. My apologies, I actually forgot how slow the AI go into that corner, so I'll give him the positions back. I'm not a bad guy, but bloody hell, I forgot how slow they went into that right-hander. I'm so used to just travelling at my own speed now that it's so hard to predict where the AI are going to be slow. I know they're quite slow on the brakes here, but they're tremendous into the apex of this left-hander. This is a corner which the player really struggles at because the bike just doesn't turn in. I'll be trying that on MotoGP 24 when I get my hands on it to see if the same problem arises in the 24th instalment of MotoGP. Now onto the brakes and at the MotoGP 23 sign. We able to go for that tight apex, goodness me. Just touching the apex there, just touching that curb, just lifted the motorcycle ever so slightly and pushed us wide. But I tell you what, this has all the hallmarks of being a pretty solid race. I'm on the lowest power option. I started from the back of the grid against the 120% difficulty AI. So far, I've got a good feeling about this one. I'm actually pushing. Not as simple as just getting on the motorcycle and just going for it like we've had in quite a couple of races this season. This one seems to be a little bit more challenging, and I tell you what, I'm all for it. I'd rather finish 5th or 10th than to win by a country mile. Depending on the circumstances, if it's for a championship, that's different, but to making content, I just want to make it fun. And here we go then, up on, oh, big hit there into Luca Marini. He's not going to like that one bit. That was a bit aggressive. That's twice I've hit him now in 2 laps as we go into the clear corner for turn 9. Look at that. Brilliant move there. Sizing up Fabio. As we go to the right side. Oh my God. What on earth was that? Oh my God. The AI went sentient. I can't believe that. What the hell was that? That was like a bullet. That was absolutely unbelievable. Well, I tell you what, now this is it. Gloves are off. Forget power setting 1. Let's go power setting 2 and see if we can catch up to get our revenge on Luca Marini. That was ridiculous. Did you see how hard he hit me? We wheelied, he hit me that hard. That is absolutely ridiculous how hard I got hit by the VR46 Ducati man. Amazing we stayed on. I thought that would be it. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, just coming out to the corner there. A little bit too much power with power setting 3. On that lap time, we lost 4 seconds to Quartararo and Marini. That was ridiculous. Apologies for screaming in your ears, ladies and gentlemen, but that caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. I was just sizing Quartararo up and then something... Oh, Luca Marini's down! We can't get revenge after all. He's binned it into turn 3. Jesus, that... What a race so far. Okay then, so I'm going to use power setting 3 and 2 then. to try and catch back up to the front. I think I can still do it. I've just got to make sure that we keep it clean. But 3.5 seconds over 3 laps, that is a lot. And I'm not significantly quicker than the AI here. They are quite strong here in Sepang, and this is actually probably one of my worst circuits on the calendar, if not the worst one, excluding the Sachsenring and Termas de Rio Hondo, since the AI are just absolutely ridiculous in those tracks. As we try and move now through on Joan Mir, that was a bit aggressive. Got back up to 555 points plus, 2 points found in 8th place so far. So into the left-hander, this is the clear corner. How is it looking for the riders ahead of us? Oh, a couple of riders off circuit there. Jack Miller's gone down again. Is that the 4th race in a row now? Maybe 3rd? That he has not acquired a single championship point. What is he doing? Why does the game do this to Jack Miller every single time? No idea what's going on. But we will be able to fight now for the top 5 with the 2 Prima Pramac Ducatis. And Enea Bastianini, for the first time in quite a while, is currently ahead of me on circuit. Johan Zarco, has he missed a gear? What's happened to him there? Really slow goes Johan Zarco. But now into the dreaded left-hander of turn 15. This is the final corner of the Sepang International Circuit. Whoa, a little bit tight to the apex there. But this is going to be a decent lap time across the line. It is the new fastest lap of the race. It is a 56.401. Not a bad effort, if I do say so myself. But the podium is still in reach. You've got Maverick Vinales, Enea Bastianini, Marc Marquez and Jorge Martin all vying for those final positions on the rostrum. Look at Quartararo, he's checking out. Didn't expect to see that happen so soon as we get caught on the curb there. Oh, steady. Little bit nerve-wracking going onto that curb there, but I tell you what, brilliant race so far. Actually making me work hard for a change. This is really, really welcomed. Oh, listen to that Ducati screaming there. So now go into the right-hand side. The engine almost blowing for a second there. Now onto the power carefully. I tell you what, this is not going quite as smooth as I would have wanted. We are closing in quite quickly now onto Martin and Marc Marquez. So looking at the Michelin sign, brake there. Late as we can. Can we... I can't squeeze through a Martin, but I'm going to force it anyway. Sorry, Martin. I do like you, mate. But he gives it back. Fair play, Jorge. Fair play. That's fair. All fair in love and war. Ooh. I had to just question whether I was going into that apex the right way there. Well, I've got to say, the sprint streak is looking to be over again. Now, it ended in... I can't remember where it ended, but it ended somewhere. It's been so many race victories this season that it's hard to keep up on where we didn't succeed. Look at that. Out with the right-hander there. Just didn't get the speed. Maybe a podium is not on offer after all. I'm going to certainly try. As we go late on the brakes, there's Bastianini. He's getting caught up now by Marquez. It looks like he's tried to have a lunge on Maverick as well. Not able to get the job done as of yet. Trying the ride height device out the final corner. See if that helps us out. Can't really tell. But into the first corner. This is where we're able to claw back some valuable time on the riders ahead of us. So sorry, Martin. Just not... yeah, fair enough. I can't be mad at that. I'm not... Oh, Maverick's lost the front. Vinales has crashed out of a potential second place. The podium is probably gone now. It's going to be myself and Martin battling it out for 4th. Unless we can really find something in that middle sector. It seems to be Sector 3. Sector 2 is where we're able to find some time. The 120% AI are doing a pretty good job here in Sepang. One of the few circuits where they don't just collapse. Pretty decent performance so far. They do make a couple of mistakes, of course, into turn 10. But the rest of it, pretty much clean. So here it is then, into the right-hander. Keep it in tight, trying to get through on Martin. I think the opportunity will open. Oh my god. Trying to avoid hitting him there. Look how much time we lost there and the momentum of this run down to turn 9. Martin plays it in front of me again. Bloody hell, how many times am I going to hit Jorge Martin? Oh, look at that. Bastianini, Marquez are all of the circuit. Bastianini's dropped it. Oh, what? What is going on? Now, Martin inherits second place. I'm not going to stand for that. I'm going to get through that on the Spaniard. I still can't stop hitting him. Has he got a magnet? Unbelievable. What a race. I'm racing desperate. Here comes Martin again. Oh, marvellous. Fair play. I want to hit the ride-out device way too early. I don't know why I've decided to start using the ride-out device in this race. It's not helping me. Both times I've run off the circuit when I've used it. Well, Marty... Oh! I've run it deep now. Is Marquez going to go through? He will, but I should have the speed to catch up and get third place on the rostrum. Fabio Quartararo wins, Martin second, and we finish in third place. I guess, all things considered, that's not too shabby after all. But there is your point scorers. Did Augusto Fernandez get his first point? He did not. Luca and Bez back of the grid there. Bad times for the VR46 Ducati duo. So championship standings, yep, still looks fine to me. Still up by 250 points plus. And of course Jack Miller still on 267 points. Wow, what a sprint. Let's crack on with the race. So here we go then. Let's see what we can do this time, but this time in the Grand Prix itself. This is the Malaysian GP. We start from the back of the grid and away we go. Now the challenge of this one from the career mode perspective is to beat an Air Bastianini, which I don't think will be too hard. I mean, we're 250 points ahead. If he can bring that back in 3 races, then I call a glitch. But I don't think that's going to happen as we get into the nitty-gritty of turn 2. Now out into turn 3. Not quite as good a start as we had in the sprint, but we're able to slot through on a couple of riders to get up into the top 6 places. Now on through on Martin, and then on Marquez as well. Rubbing is racing a course. Marquez will have to yield, surely. He's not yielding. No, definitely not. It's Marc Marquez. When does Marquez and yield ever come in the same conversation? I guess it never would, and I guess it never does. Well, Luca Marini is having a cracking weekend apart from that crash. Whoa, who's that? Who's lost it? Is that Enea Bastianini? Wow, he went sideways going into that very difficult turn 7. So onto the brakes. I tell you what, this could be already up into the podium positions. Maverick Vinales not letting us have it, but we'll go through. Look at that sandwich then. Maverick Vinales getting squashed between the 2 European motorcycles. Whoa, Maverick picked me up then temporarily. Fair play to Maverick Vinales. I do like being able to lift up and try and avoid the contact rather than just hitting them as we go into the left-hander. Doing my best now not just to hit them. I'm trying to gauge where the AI is slow, and I'll try and gauge where I'm much quicker so I can get through without too much of a hitch. Good stuff so far. Up to third in 1 lap. 19 places found already. Onto the brakes. Turn 15. Maverick again going for that tight line. I'm really wide. Are we going to see Maverick on the left? We are, but we're also going to have the speed to get through on the 2 positions we just lost. I really struggle into that final corner. I've never found out how to do it properly, especially with that weird feeling of not being able to turn in the motorcycle no matter which bike you use. Oh, apologies Maverick. A bit aggressive. I'll let you take the position back and then I'll go for... Nah, not quite. Fair play to Maverick. Did want to try and get the cut back, but I would really like to have my revenge on Luca Marini. Not necessarily to like hit him off or anything, but I just want to get through. I feel like we weren't able to do that earlier on. And here is Maverick. He's running it a little bit wide into turn 4. That scuppered my chances of finding a rhythm from turn 4 to 5. But on the left-hand side of the Ducati now for a long time. Wait for that moment to launch it across to the right. And we're in prime position to get the slipstream and possibly go through into turn 8. Not close enough. Be careful of touching the curb there on the outside. Crashed there last season in the sprint, of course, and then, in the race. Oh, look, Luca Marini's having a look behind him. Here we go then. Pressure is beginning to surmount to Luca. Is it happening? I think it's going to be here. AI does run it a little bit deep there. We can go through. Ah, not quite close enough. I think it's coming. It's definitely coming. Into the left-hander, it's got to be. Oh, around the outside, surely not. Oh, it's worked. Beautiful lunge around the outside as Luca goes around the outside of me. Oh, that's impressive. Great stuff from the 2 Ducatis. Oh, a bit of nudge. Little look behind us there, like that's from earlier. That's from earlier. Oh, here comes Maverick. I tell you what, racing on power setting 1 certainly keeps the AI close to us, doesn't it? Ooh, big hit there from Maverick. Marquez is back into the fray as well. More contact made with the artificial intelligence as we cross the line. Fastest man on circuit. Oh, it's chopping, changing all the time. It was us, Martin, and then Martini, sorry, tried to go as late as I possibly could on the brakes there. Luca Marini runs it deep after a bit of a helping hand. We now go into turn 2, sorry, then into turn 3 as the race leader. Marvellously done. It's game on here in Sepang. Tell you what, this has been the race of the season so far. This whole weekend has been the best. Motegi was excellent. I really enjoyed that one, fighting with Jack Miller as we run it deep into turn 4. That's a mistake. That's a rare mistake from us, actually. We don't really make that many mistakes. I mean, did crash in Bud, did make a mistake in Mandalika as well, but I would say for the most part, we're quite consistent. I don't make that many mistakes. I would like to think not. A couple of errors here and there, but not going to lead in the race quite comfortably. So through on Martin there. Oh, look at the Ducati just bouncing and weaving. Oh, I got hit on the rear there for Martin as well. Makes me nervous every time that AI... Oh, Marquez Zarco... no, Marquez and Zarco crashed. Did anyone else crash? What happened to the 8-times world champion? Something's gone wrong there for Marquez, and he took out Johan Zarco with him. The Prima Pramac Ducati rider will be seething. No idea what's happened, but guess nothing to concern ourselves with now, as we've got a race on our hands to try and get through on Maverick Vinales. Now, into this right-hander, I just can never seem to get the right rhythm. I could do it on my own in a qualifying. Wow, fair play, Luca. But doing it against the AI is hard because of the position they take on the track. So I'll accept that we didn't get through there. And Marini and Vinales now have the lead. The Italian motorcycles certainly having a good day here today. Top 5 are all Italian. We've got the Aprilia in top and then the 4 Ducatis behind them in hot pursuit. And in fact, it even gets even better than that, because Miguel Oliveira, also on an Aprilia, is in 6th position. Mavericks ran it deep into turn 1. Now it's opening that door for a scrap with Luca Marini once again. Oh, that's aggressive. He will not like that at all. That is very aggressive. I mean, that's as giving as good as you've got. The AI hit me pretty hard as well, so I'm getting quite used to all this battling now. Look at that. Enea Bastianini trying to get through on his teammate. I don't think so, mate. Oh, he's still leading into me, though. In fact, he's pushing me into Maverick. Steady on, Enea. The beast. With a beastly thing there. Oh, and again! Oh, fair play. Oh, my God. See, I told you about this. Why should I give way to them when they don't give way to you? Oh, my God. Like a bucking bronco on those curbs there. Hearts in mouths moments, to say the least. And out of this left-hander, right-hander now into the left-hander. This is where I feel I can catch up. Look at Enea getting late on the brakes. I can't pull in anymore. Brilliant. It's been ages since the AI had a proper good old overtake like that. That's really good. I want this to happen. I hope this happens in MotoGP 24. I don't want to just win every single race with ease. I like to be overtaken and fight back when I can. Keeps the action fun, and it keeps it entertaining for me and you. So everyone's a winner, baby. Whoa, Luca, there's a rider in front of you, sunshine. Don't just turn in. Lord Almighty. Well, we have the slipstream. Can we get through on the number 10? Repsol Honda bound, of course, for next season as we go onto the brakes. Am I hitting me here? Oh, another sharp intake of breath. Take a sip of your favourite beverage every time that happens. Unbelievable. So into the slipstream. Might be able to get through going into turn 1. Is the opportunity arising now? It certainly is. Is this the victory point? Oh, Marini. He fights back. Fair play to the VR46 Ducati rider, but I'm going to go for that lunge again. Oh, no. Oh, I thought that was going to be a crash for sure. I really felt like it was going to be a crash there. If the AI touch your rear tyre, usually it's over. Marquez, fastest on track. As Luca Marini now has that inside line. I don't know if I'll be able to turn it in here. Hesitant, but we're through. Has Bastianini now inherited second? He certainly has. Am I going to get punted here to the left-hander? You usually do. Oh, Luca's charging. Where is Luca? I'm expecting a would-be lunge any moment now. That top 5 is chopping and changing, isn't it? Jack Miller's up into the fray now as I've run it deep into the right-hander. Very difficult corner to get right. We didn't get it right that time, and it has cost us time. Late on the brakes, downshifting to second gear, keep it in tight to the apex. 0.4 of a second is the gap. What have we got here? Marini 0.4, Martin. I can't see what the gap is. I'm trying to figure it out from the map in the bottom left corner of your screen there as well. I think all of us are just pretty much glued together here in the Malaysian GP. We're able to pull away somewhat, but I would imagine by the time we go into that final corner, they would have caught me up. Gap is 0.3 of a second. The gap is 0.2 of a second. Oh yeah, they're definitely catching me now. We're not quick enough into this final corner. Oh, look at that. Luca Marini says, get out of the way, son. I'm coming through. Well played, Luca, but here I come. Ducati power once again. Let's have a quick look at Luca to say, oi, steady on, mate. I'm riding here. That was beautiful. That was a great little look, glance over to Luca. Oh, he comes through. Fair play, and I'm not able to get through again, are we? Just about. Kinda don't want to break away from the pack. I know it sounds stupid for a sense of a racing scenario because it would make the most sense. But I'm enjoying this scrap. It's been ages since we've had a proper ding-dong of a battle like this. We're getting spoiled here today. Definitely the best race of the season. The best race weekend of the season, I would say. Oh, here comes Luca. This is the moment. I thought he was going to do that earlier on. Let him come through. I'll go back on the inside. I'll get the cutback. Preparing, ready and able. Never mind. Well, kind of. Into the Genting corner. We sort of made it stick. Had to give him the big don't argue. But we got through. Now up by 0.5 of a second. Is that it? Ooh. Rear tyre just giving way ever so slightly there on the GP23. The Michelin's hanging on well so far. All things considered with the medium rear and the hard front, of course. Oh, Luca comes on the inside. Oh, he dropped it. I'm stuck on his bike. Oh, I'm going to get hit. Oh, my God. I thought I was going to get hit from behind for sure. Luca's gone. Luca's dropped it. He is out of contention for the Malaysian GP victory. And now we're back down to 4th. Still using power setting 1. Oh, I can't believe that. That was the smallest of taps. That isn't anything to do with me. That was not my fault. That was not my crash. That was Luca Marini going for a lunge that quite possibly wasn't there, to be honest. Miguel Oliveira comes through. Nicely done from the man on board the satellite RSGP. A little bit of leaning on the Portuguese rider. But onto the brakes. Bastianini, Martin, Vinales all ahead of me now. Ooh, getting close to the rear tyre of Bastianini. I could see his Michelin tyre, how close we got there. Bit of gesticulation as well from the riders, both not happy about the contact. And now into the right hander. This is turn 3. A little bit deep there, not able to get the power on, but I think I'll be able to go through on Bastianini. So up on the inside, clean as you like. Martin's made a mess of it. We're through, bit of contact with Bastianini. It's all kicking off again. What happened to Martin? He was going nowhere with that overtake. Steady on, Jorge. He also made a mistake there in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Crashing out in that very same corner. Maverick Vinales is ahead. We've had some lunges on Maverick for quite a while now. Of course, cast your minds back to the last episode. Beating Maverick Vinales in the Chang International Circuit with quite an aggressive lunge into the final corner, which I called for you guys to say hashtag full send. I don't know what the hashtag is here today, but I tell you what, it's going to be something to do with being a great race. A great race, hashtag great race, with the A being a capital in the race part, since it says ace. Anyway, enough about that. I had a very embarrassing voice crack there temporarily. Oh my God, I'm in the wrong situation here. I knew Maverick was going to try and go around the outside. That puts me in a perilous situation to turn into that right-hander for the Sunway Lagoon. Such a difficult corner to get right, and if the AI are going to bump you like that, it's so easy to crash. So then, we've got 4 more laps to go into the left-hander for turn 15. Maverick's running across the curb there. Brave, but it certainly didn't pay off. Bit of a wheelie there as a hit, Jorge Martin. Never understand the physics in this game. Hit someone and you wheelie. I just don't quite understand that. I hope that's removed for MotoGP 24 as we go late on the brakes, coming around outside of 1 and 2. Not possible. Martin looked like he ran it deeper there just to avoid me from getting through. I don't think the AI is that sentient. Just give him a big whack into that right-hander. That wasn't intentional. I just got caught on the curb there. Apologies to Jorge Martin. But there is Vinales. He's pulling away, actually, so I've got to hurry up here. Late on the brakes as we can, and then try and pull in against Maverick. Oh my god, what was that? What was that blur? What was that blur? Who was that? Oh, it's Oliveira, and he's crashed himself out with Marquez. Oh my god. What was that? That was like racing online. I've been took out by that dirty rider in that corner before. And yet, not Miguel, a dirty rider online. I got hit once. Oh my god, Jack Miller up at the inside. Beautiful lunge there from Jack. Nothing I could do about that as we go into the right side. We go down. No! Martin! He's took me out. He's ruined it. He ruined everything. Martin, why? Oh. It looks like my rider's shaking his head. Just ever so slightly. He's miffed. Oh, Martin, you fumbled it. What a race. This was the race of the season. Oh my god, that was just so intense. What on earth has just happened on this lap? Miguel Oliveira with an absolute lunge. He was like a bullet. And then that Miller going through had to lift up into turn 7 and then into turn 8. I think Martin made a mistake. Ah, that's exactly what I was talking to you about though quite a few times this video. If the AI touches you when you're on a lean angle like that, it's an instant crash. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I got a wheelie there. I couldn't turn in. Bloody hell. That's power setting 3 for you. We're down to 8th. Unbelievable. There's no way I can catch up to the front runners now. Oh my god, what is Quartararo doing? What has just happened to the Frenchman? That is scary. I know this is virtual, but I don't like to see that. That was like Maverick Vinales in Red Bull Ring of Austria. In this, oh my god, was that the Styrian GP that happened? Where the brakes failed? He just rode straight into the wall. Oh, that was terrifying. That was horrible. What on earth was that? Oh my goodness, can this race get any more bizarre? What a Grand Prix. Luca Marini's having a look behind him to say, hey, what happened to you? How did you get there? I'll tell you about it later, Luca. I got took out into the right-hander of turn 8 from Jorge Martin. Oh, and Paul Espargaro's off the circuit. What's going on? Everyone's lost their head. We might be able to salvage a top 5 then. Yellow flags out. You can see on the LED panel on your right-hand side of your screen. But now we've increased the power. I think we should be able to make short work of Luca Marini. But look at that battle at the front. I could have been there. I should have been there. Oh, so annoying. All I can hope now is that they absolutely just full send it into each other. It's not going to be a podium for me. Not in one lap's time. And Air Bastianini is leading the way. Maverick in second. Jorge Martin having a good weekend so far. Second and a third potentially if the race ends just like this as it is now. Whoa. Oh man. Oh, no, honestly, after a couple of races so far, I've been struggling for content. Well, not necessarily for the content, but what to talk about in the races. We've had a good time here. We're eating well here today, boys and girls. What a race. Cross the line. New personal best for us. Still not a good lap time. Nothing impressive for us. As Luca Marini runs it somewhat deep into turn 1. Try and get through now on the Italian. He's going to run it deep, and I'll go for the tight cut back. That's beautiful. Alex Marquez goes down again. Disaster. That's a shocker for the younger of the two Marquez brothers. Here comes Marini. He might have a lunge actually for the right-hander. Looks like Bastianini's found some time ahead of Jorge Martin. Jack Miller's in 4th. Oh, and Johan Zarco's gone down for a second time. Put this one down as a bad job for the Frenchman. More LED panel lights on again. There's 4 rides ahead of us. How desperate to get him. Oh my god, there was 4. There's 3. Martin's now gone down. Karma for taking me out earlier, Martin. Oh my goodness. Onto the brakes then. Miller will finish on the podium if all stays the same. Here comes Martin. Jorge with a lunge, not quite. Able to fight back against the Prima Prama Ducati man, but we have lost all of our time on this lap, and then Luca gets aggressive again. I don't know why you're gesticulating to me, mate. That's your fault. For the second time this race, you have bumped me into the right-hander. Shrug of the shoulders and an open arm question here to Marini. What are you doing, mate? No longer it's a top 5 for me. It's not going to happen. What a race. I'm absolutely speechless. I'm done. I need a beverage. I can't believe this. Get me the Rossi Monster. Something. Tell you what, that Chaotic Monster's really nice. I think I'll have one of those in a bit. But out to the final corner then. This is going to be the race result. I can't be mad at that. That race was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. Enea Bastianini does take over from the top. Oh, 33,000 of a second ahead of Maverick Vinales. This race concluded. Miller in 3rd, Martin, Marini and myself in 6th place. Marquez did finish with the fastest lap time of a 1:56.301. And with all that going off, Augusto Fernandez still didn't get a point. He's got 2 more races to find a point. And my championship lead has been slashed to 242. It's game on for the final 2 rounds. I'm kidding. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I certainly hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below. And comment down below, great race, but with the A being a capital in the race. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video tomorrow. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.